Hello, in this video I want to share my thoughts and overall experience in this indie game called Deadlock. Now, I have a bit of a stage anxiety, so bear with me. This video is not going to be like fully edited and like fully structured. I have a bit of an autism when it comes to speaking, so bear with me. First off, I want to talk about the controversy surrounding this game. Um, this game was leaked during the bot crisis in TF2. As many already know, the bot crisis existed for over 7 years, which was longer than the lifetime for Overwatch 1, which is kind of funny to be honest. But the leak came out during a time when everybody was just pissed off at Valve and everybody thought they weren't doing anything, and it just so happens that they were spending their time making a third person MOBA that looks like Valorant or Overwatch or other soulless game, instead of just maintaining their original IPs. Now, at first I was in the boycott crowd in this game. I did not want it. I thought it was ugly. I thought it was just going to be flashes in your face, like in Overwatch. It looked like a Chinese mobile game that's going to steal your data or something. But when I played it, first off, when I played it, my opinion did not change. But the second time when I played it did change. First off, when I noticed all the artwork, some effort was put into this game. It's kind of obvious that it's a Valve game. Effort was put into this. Not kind of like what Blizzard does, for example. First off, when it comes to the setting, it looks like 1930s America or Britain. Now, a lot of the characters are English. For example, this bitch is very English. Let's see if we can listen to her accent.
They're not catching me.
Yeah, that's obviously English, like Southern English. But the overall setting is kind of like in the States, I guess. And when it comes to the characters and the setting, it kind of looks like a DreamWorks or a Pixar movie about monsters. You know what I'm talking about. Like, there's no movie example, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, look at these advertisements. These are not normal advertisements. Like, who buys talismans and shit? This is a tower, by the way. Now, when it comes to the MOBA mechanic, a lot of people really don't like MOBAs. Despite how popular MOBAs are, vast majority of people don't like playing them. They're stressful. People hear what you for not playing optimally. Now, when it comes to this game, the game feels kind of casual, like TF2 for example. I don't know how to explain it. The games are short. Nobody's yelling at you. There's barely any communication in this game for some reason. Or maybe it's just because I'm playing noobs and I am a noob. The laning phase, you probably have to take a little bit seriously. Which means that you have to use at least 1% of your brain. And that is it. For example, when you use the shop, you can buy all this shit at random. Like,
you want
can do this.
Some with a little protection. You want a little bit of the divine right here in your. Today you're making history.
You can do this and do decently. Like, I had like 4 games in a row in which I just bought at random. I only read what my spells do. I did not read the upgrades, and I had like 5 kills and 0 deaths in lane, and then we won very easily. The game isn't like Super GG and Alpha, you have to play like this in order to play. The overall gameplay is kinda slow, I guess. You can see my mouse sensitivity for this character in particular. It's kinda slow. I did not change anything. This is way slower than most modern games. Now, when it comes to actual mechanics, of course you have the tower, the creeps, the usual mobile bullshit. The creeps look like little soldiers with candles on them, and the candle becomes brighter the lower the HP they have. And of course you can see them behind walls. See? You can see the enemies behind walls, and you can see the HP. Now, you can last hit, like in any mobile game. I personally have not been last hitting in my games, and I have been doing fine, which is kind of weird. But you do you. This game is not very serious, at least in my opinion. Now, one thing that I like about this is they carried out the deny mechanic from the tutorial. As you can see, when I kill it, a little soul pops out, and if I shoot the soul, I get bonus experience. But if the enemy shoots it, they deny everything that I have been working for. Here I can show you. Over here you have the orbs, and look how they're jumping off. They are at random locations, so you can't just camp at a single spot and just shoot it like that. So you have to pay attention in lane to your opponent, how low the minions are, the creeps, sorry. And also the orbs. Now, you don't have to try hard for this. At least not on the level that I'm playing. Or when you have enough souls, come to the shop. The first ones usually cost like 500, and then they go exponentially. Now, when it comes to builds, you have the same build mechanic as in Dota 2, as in you have community builds, like this one, which has a very unfortunate name, and you can choose whatever. You can make your own, I guess. I have not made my own. Personally, I have had more success with the builds that Valve just put out, the very simple ones. I think they're kinda great. Another mechanic that I wanna show off, which is cool, is this. If I empty my magazine, the majority of it, see, I have 1 bullet left, and if I shoot again I have to reload. But if I do this, I get like 3 or 4 more shots. Now this mechanic is probably gonna be used in the future by like professional players or something, like you can do fancy shots with the creeps or with the enemies, I don't know. But I thought that was neat. I saw it in Day 9's video. Now, when it comes to character design, it's not on the same level as Dota 2 or like TF2. The characters are still kinda interesting, I guess. There's no lore. The game is not finished yet. I mean, there's probably some lore. I don't know. What's the lore of this bitch? Why does she not have shoes on? I have no idea.